Hello everyone, Praise Good here, and welcome back to more of Kirby Canvas Curse, in which this should be the last foray into, well, the game itself. Not this specific video, but these next couple videos, as we're going to make one last run through the main game. Now, I'm making the executive decision right now, because it has angered me, wasted so much time in my day, and just not worth it in the end, personally, that we're not going to see true 100%, but all things that don't require a madman scribbling for 20 or for 50 hours, well, we'll see that at least. Anyway, we get to use the Waddle Doo Ball. Now, the Waddle Doo Ball is, well, you can already see what's going on here. The Waddle Doo Ball minus the speed, I would say the Waddle Doo Ball is the jack of all trades ball or character of this entire game. In that, if it wants to, it can just ignore any and all puzzles. Now, it does control much like the Waddle Dee Ball. It controls like the Waddle Dee Ball, but it has one more health. Can't talk. One more health than the Waddle Dee Ball. And it also has, as you can hear, ever so lovely in your ears, it has beam on it at all times. So it's basically playing the game with, well, playing the game beam percent, we'll say. Now, why do I call this the jack of all trades? Well, a lot of the puzzles in Canvas Curse are set up to where if you have to hit a switch, it's usually blocked by a barricade or a wall of some kind. Yeah, it's blocked by a barricade and a wall or of some kind. And the Waddle Doo Ball, being that it is constantly able to beam things, can reach beyond said wall. Now, as we go throughout this, because it's on my head, I'll try my best to remember to talk about this when we get to the end of everything. Also, the music, if you can hear it, because I know I tune the music quite down. Sorry, I got two different subjects again. I turned on old school music because that is an option that we unlocked via the medal unlocking system. So, we have the old school music, so now we can hear all of the music that is the source for what all these remixes used when being put into this game. So, you can hear all the classic Kirby tunes that you've missed. Again, something to make this game just a little bit unique. But anyway, the two 100% things, one or two 100% things we won't see. We won't see A rank for Paint Panic. We've seen A rank for the other two. We've seen A rank for the other two of the what you want to say? We've seen A rank for the other two sub games, which that's good enough for me. That's good enough. And Paint Panic, other than seeing all the various pictures, not really worth it. I think in some footage that got deleted to save myself some hard drive space for the whole thing. What is it? Some of the things you can see in Paint Panic are like the Smash Brothers logo, you know, Mr. Saturn's bow tie, just a bunch of other references to other things. Okay, I try to be cute. But yeah, I will say that, like, maybe not. But yeah, I do like the Waddle Doo Ball in this. And like I've mentioned before, I am sorry, I am jumping subject. I'm very scatterbrained at the moment. You'll have to forgive me. But yeah, we won't see that A rank for 100% for getting the A. We won't see the A rank for Paint Panic, nor will we see what you get for getting the A rank on Paint Panic. Is you basically unlock the ability to play the end of level jump game as its own standalone game, or as its own standalone sub game. Which there is a medal tied to that, but the medal tied to that is literally get 16,000 feet or distance units, whatever it wants to be today. Get 16,000 distance units. Oh, we've done that already with Kirby. That's literally those. So those are literally the only 2 medals we won't see is Paint Panic A rank and Metal Jump 15,000 or 1,500 inches. Which, hey, we've already done that with Kirby. So and we already done the Kirby, and we're doing it constantly with any other character right now. So having 2 minor things that I haven't shown you out of the entire catalog of this game, I'll take that. I'll flash some pictures on screen near the end that will show, hey, here's the 2 screens here's the 2 or 3 screens that you won't see in this playthrough. And yeah, I'll cite my sources on that when they do show it off. But anyway, we're here to watch effectively a sentient eyeball waltz through the entire game. Which I always thought was kind of cool, like, games don't, well, I guess games do this still, but not to this extent that this, like, games back in the DS era and earlier did. Like, if it detected, say, oh, brother, how dare. Like games in the DS era and earlier, like, had technology and save functionality where, you know, if it detected your save from a previous game in the series, it will use that knowledge, like, oh, you have played another game in our series? Well, you deserve a reward of being able to unlock the final hidden unlockable right away. Unfortunately, this is a 2DS, so I can't really show that in action, like that happening in action. Otherwise, I would definitely show that to you. But it's literally, you put a Game Boy Advance Kirby game, not a Game Boy or Game Boy Color or anything like that, specifically Game Boy Advance. You put a Game Boy Advance Kirby game into the Game Boy Advance slot of your DS, and you just boot up a save file that says, you can now use the Waddle Doo Ball. So you could make your first playthrough of the game, the first playthrough of this game you do, that you beat the game with, you can make it with the Waddle Doo Ball. And it really does change the narrative a whole lot, from Kirby saves Painting Land to Waddle Doo saves Painting Land. Now then, God, I love this song. We're gonna hear this song like a handful of times because this song got remixed with different instruments several times in this game. Ugh. I can't remember what the name of the song. I can't remember what the name of, or what the song is from, or what its base is. But I love this song. In like the normal Kirby games, I love this song a lot, and it does get referenced a lot. But it's like, it's one of those songs like the underlier of the whole thing, of the whole Kirby series, so to say. It's just like, hey, there's this banger track here, but hold on, we gotta focus on King Dedede's theme for the 13th time today. Which that's also a banger, but still, I love this track. Have I said that enough? No? Okay, I can say it again. I love this track. It does fill me with a little bit of somber, though. That's like, I mean, I'm a little bit happy. I'm a little bit happy and sad at the same time that we won't see like the true 100%. But also, I'm relieved. I'm also a little relieved that, you know, this will be our last foray through Kirby Canvas Curse, because it's a good game. And like, if you guys have never heard or seen or played this game, I would recommend it. I've already gone through my whole spiel about how you should play it, but I mean, you will do what you will do. I know there are some unfavorable means in the grand scheme of things, in the grand scheme of the world, to play this game. But I will still encourage you to use official hardware to play it. Although, from what I read, like, this game didn't get a very good reception, or very good. It didn't sell a lot because it was kind of a hand-to-hand thing. It didn't sell a lot of copies, and because of that, it didn't get because it didn't sell a lot of copies. Or no, other way around. Brain work hard. Because this game didn't review super well. Like, it was still a good game. A bad Kirby game. A bad Kirby game is a meh game. There's no such thing as a bad Kirby game. Only met ones. Anyway. But like, it didn't review super well, so Nintendo, HAL, whoever wants to be in charge of that dog today, they basically didn't make a lot of copies of this game. And as such, and because they didn't make a lot of copies of this game, it's kind of hard to come across. Hello, Seedling. It is kind of hard to come across because there were so few copies, and even I'm pretty sure a lot of people sold their copy of this game. But even then, like, finding a used copy of this game might be a bit of a tall ask. I realize I'm asking that of you if you're going out to seek it. But I would still recommend to play it. You know, novelty aside of basically playing an artist's, basically a Kirby game specifically for the artist crowd. Now I can't wait. I'll be honest that once we're done here today, I'm probably gonna end up putting this game down and away. Like I'm gonna like lock it up back in its jewel case, if you can even call it a jewel case. I guess it's just case in this instance. I'm gonna put it away in its case. Put it away in its case and lock it away until like, you know, I'm gonna say like another 10, 15 years from now when I get nostalgic for it randomly. It's just like, oh yeah, that game. I want to play that again. And then I bust out and I go, oh right, Pain Panic. Yes, I'm still on this. I will never get off of it. This is Mr. Bones' Wild Ride. You stand. Oh hey, this is something fun we can do. I wonder, can you reach up there? Yes, you can. Anyway, I'm just gonna bully the bomb balloons because I can. Again, like I said, Meta Knight okay. So a lot of Kirby games, and I'm speaking like mainly the Game Boy Advance era. I don't recall. Actually, that would be the only source at this point. Is the Game Boy Advance games. The Game Boy Advance games, whenever it was just like, hey, we need a super awesome reward for the player for playing our entire game, or we need to offer something to our player base for getting 100%. What is the reward? Or hey, we need to give something to our player base that will be the reward for getting every little nook and cranny and thing possible in the game. In Nightmare in Dreamland, it was the ability to play as Meta Knight. In Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, it was the ability to use Meta Knight's sword. Wow, I'm getting further every time we jump. It was the ability to use Meta Knight's sword. So Meta Knight was like the Swiss Army knife of every Kirby game. It's like his sword, him or his sword could do everything in the game. It could pound stakes that only Stone and Hammer could do. It could cut things, obviously. It could light fuses. It could do electric conductive things. Oh boy, he's all right. The do is okay. But yeah, the sword could just do everything. This game, Waddle Doo. Waddle Doo is your jack of all trades, because really the only thing that Waddle Doo, or Beam I guess, can do that you can't do normally is hit a lot of switches beyond walls. And Waddle Doo, being always, basically being always beam attack, it's always beam o'clock, can just hit switches through walls. Hit switches through walls, hit switches around walls, hit switches up walls. So, yeah, he's just... Well, I wasn't paying attention. I was going on my whole spiel. Waddle Doo is the jack of all trades for this game, where if there's something you want, you can get it with him. And I guess that was your reward for owning a previous Kirby game outside of beating the entire game ahead of time. Is you just got to say no to any puzzles. Much like I'm saying no to the puzzle that is having to play this level legitimately. Man, I am I am soggy brain over here. Help me. I guess I'm kind of experiencing that whole end of Let's Play letdown slash brain fog. It's just like, I'm done flexing all my knowledge. I'm done flexing all my mental might. I'm done showing off my gamer status. I'm done showing off my gamer. Scooter, gamer showing. Where? I'm done doing all that. I'm now just here to wind down and enjoy the game. Which, I really do hope you... I'll probably have sentiments like this throughout this entire couple of videos while we finish things up. Holy cow. But I really do hope you guys have enjoyed this playthrough. It is kind of... It's... For me, this is just me speaking off the cuff, so to say. I do enjoy doing games like this that are older, that are considered retro in most aspects, and are also a little bit niche. I was kidding about getting further every single jump. But doing games that, you know, are retro in most aspects and are kind of unique and niche to do, because I can guarantee you, even people who have a DS, not everybody who has a DS has probably played this game. Because like, oh, why would I draw? Why would I draw to play Kirby when I could just turn on Nightmare and Dreamland and play Kirby? Listen, I understand. I also understand that I'm well aware. Oh boy, gonna get her on that. I am well aware that what is it? Amazing Mirror didn't do very well in terms of sales either. And so it's just like, so yeah, again, Amazing Mirror would have been the one, or not Amazing Mirror, sorry, I'm confusing my titles. Nightmare and Dreamland would have been the one everybody has played. And as such, you know, people would say, why would I draw to play Kirby when I can, why would I draw to play Kirby when I can just push 2 buttons to play Kirby the best? Anyway, I'm going to go over here. Why not? I'll do it this way. I kind of wish I could get Waddle Doo beyond the wall there, because I could just... I'm just poking randomly, hoping I hit a thing. Anyway. But yeah, I will have like just some personal like last moment sentiments about the game, because, you know, it's all over now. It probably won't like hit full force until we hit the actual final credits sequence in a little bit. I shouldn't say final credits. It won't hit full force until we hit the actual ending. Until we see the words "the end." Oh boy. I've done it again. I've done it again. I've heard a precious lad. I guess would Waddle Doo be a precious lad? I mean, they're all round and not able to defend themselves, so I guess they're all preciously round lads. Get up, please. But yeah, this right here kind of emphasized my point. Man, imagine having to do the puzzle the way you're supposed to. Imagine. We will abuse that horribly throughout the entirety of this. Anyway, one last dash jump before the video ends for today. Alright, there we go. So, I guess that all said, everyone, I do want to thank you all so much for watching this episode of Kirby Canvas Curse. And come back next time when I feel like I'm going as fast as I play as Midnight. Anyway, I'll see you then. Take care.